Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Balance, baby.
The podcast designed to help you consistently show up as the best version of yourself. My name is Harkaren, and I'll be your host. I'll be here every week sharing stories and teaching you techniques to prioritize the only thing we have any control over in this world, ourselves. I'm so glad that you're here for part 2 of this topic. If you listened to last week's episode, you'll remember we discussed the various teachers and spiritual guides that come into our lives to help us grow and evolve. Today, we're going to dive even deeper. I'm excited to share with you some specific practices from the book Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. These practical techniques are designed to help you raise your vibrations and align more closely with your desires. There are over 20 different practices described in the book, and I'll be walking you through some of the most powerful and transformative ones. Get ready to learn how to live in alignment with your higher self and all the goodness that comes with it. By now, you understand that energy is everything, and that we are extensions of source energy. There are a few things that Abraham Hicks does differently than other spiritual teachings I've read, and that's what I'm so excited to share with you here. Keep in mind, this journey has been over a decade long for me. I've tried so many different practices from so many different teachers, and I'm using this podcast to share what worked well and what I continuously go back to. This includes science-based teachings and more spiritual belief-based teachings. The intention is to save you time and effort so that you can more quickly align with your highest and best self. I don't typically recommend Abraham's teachings for people who are at the beginning stages of their spiritual journey because the messaging can get lost in some of the language that's used. But lucky for you, I'm here to break it all down for you. As we discussed in Season 1, the emotions we feel are a reaction to the thoughts we are having. So to deliberately create the reality you want, you need to start by having better thoughts, which is easier said than done when you have subconscious limiting beliefs about yourself or about life. Those limiting beliefs can also be referred to as resistance. Resistance refers to any thought, belief, or feeling that is in opposition to your desires. It's the internal force that slows down or prevents the manifestation of your desires because it lowers your vibrational frequency. So the key is to use your feelings as an indicator of whether you're in or out of alignment with source energy. The better you feel, the more aligned you are. The worse you feel, the more resistance you are allowing. And that resistance is keeping you out of touch with the good feeling source energy that is always available to you. Your emotions are intended to be used as a guidance system. Paying attention to them will guide you towards what you want and away from what you don't want. Getting what you want in life is heavily dependent on how good you are at releasing your resistance. If we didn't have any resistance, we would be in direct connection with source energy and manifesting our realities effortlessly. But part of our human experience is learning how to release the resistance we've picked up along the way and tapping back into that source energy. Think of it like a game. Your challenge is to let go so that you can receive. So, what is an example of resistance? Let's say you have a desire to be wealthy, but you grew up in a household where there was a scarcity mindset around money. Maybe you heard things like, money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford that. Although these statements are simple and seem harmless enough, they could have contributed to you believing that money is limited and hard to come by. So when you try to tell yourself the positive thought that money flows to me easily and effortlessly, which is true when you're in a constant state of alignment, isn't true for you because of the resistance you have. Your resistance is keeping your vibration in a scarcity lack mindset, so you're not a vibrational match to allow the wealth you want into your life. You can't allow it until you learn how to release the resistance or undo the scarcity mindset you've adopted. Since we are extensions of source energy, it's important to remind yourself that high vibrational energy is always available to you. Even if you're at the lowest point in your life right now, the source energy doesn't go away. You're just so out of alignment that you can't feel it, but it's still within you no matter what. Take comfort in that thought. Abraham often talks about contrast, which essentially means that without knowing what you do not want, you can't become clear on what you do want. Contrast refers to the variety of experiences, both wanted and unwanted, that you encounter in life. It's the presence of contrasting experiences that help you clarify your preferences and desires. This is where you use your feelings to guide you. When you encounter something unwanted, like a difficult situation or a challenging relationship, it's an opportunity for growth and clarity. Your negative emotions are signals that you're experiencing contrast, and they serve as a guide to what you truly desire. For example, maybe you just started dating someone with different preferences in social activities. Perhaps your new partner enjoys going out 5 days a week, while you prefer quieter evenings at home. Initially, this difference might not seem problematic, but as the relationship progresses, conflict comes up. Like if your partner is constantly prioritizing going out over spending quality time with you, you might start feeling resentment or frustration towards them. These negative emotions serve as indicators that you're out of alignment with your true desires. Through this contrast, you gain insight into your needs and boundaries within relationships. You realize that you require a partner who respects and prioritizes quality time together. Or you might discover that you value independence and appreciate a partner who maintains their own fulfilling life outside of the relationship. In this scenario, spending fewer days together allows a sense of contentment and balance, enhancing the joy you feel within the relationship. It is the contrast that allows us to understand our wants and needs better. It's crucial to understand that contrast isn't something to be feared or avoided. Instead, it's a valuable part of our journey towards alignment with our higher self. Every moment of contrast is a stepping stone, helping you to define and refine your desires more clearly. When you embrace these experiences and use them as a tool for personal growth, you can shift your focus from what you don't want to what you do want. This shift in focus is the key to raising your vibration and aligning with source energy. As you become clearer on your desires and start to focus on them, you'll begin to feel better. This is because you're moving closer to your true self and the high vibrational energy that is always within you. Remember, even in moments of contrast, you have the power to choose your thoughts and shift your perspective. So, like in the earlier example, instead of being upset about your partner's need to socialize, you could choose to instead embrace the solitude that you get to enjoy. And if you don't enjoy the solitude, then you know what's important to you in your next relationship. And now that we understand resistance and contrast, we can begin to understand how focusing on the good feelings can move us up the vibrational scale of alignment. We talked about the vibrational scale of alignment in Season 1, Episode 4, so if you haven't already done so, be sure to go and listen. The vibrational scale of alignment is a powerful tool for understanding our emotional states and their impact on our experiences. At the lower end of the scale, we encounter feelings of resistance, such as fear, anger, and despair, which keep us out of alignment with our higher selves and source energy. At the higher end of the scale, we find emotions like love, joy, and gratitude, which align us with our true essence and invite abundance into our lives. Abraham Hicks often refers to this state of alignment as getting into the vortex. It's a metaphorical representation of being in harmony with the universe, where our thoughts, emotions, and actions are in perfect alignment with our desires. When you are in the vortex, you are in a state of joy and alignment. Abraham teaches a unique method of activating the law of attraction. According to their teachings, if we can hold and sustain a positive thought for approximately 68 seconds, that thought becomes a dominant vibration within our energetic field. This dominant thought then serves as a magnet, attracting matching manifestations into our reality until we shift our focus to a new dominant thought. By consciously directing our attention towards positive and uplifting thoughts, we can effectively align ourselves with the abundance and desires we wish to manifest. However, it's essential to note that maintaining a dominant thought requires you to be consistent and intentional with your thoughts. And now that you know this, let's dive into some of my favorite processes from the book to help us stay in a state of alignment. First is the rampage of appreciation. It's a method for expressing gratitude. Using the word rampage implies a deliberate and concentrated effort to elevate your vibrational frequency through appreciation. It's about energetically ramping up your feelings of gratitude and joy to create a momentum of positive emotions that aligns you with the abundance and well-being you desire. Every time you appreciate or praise something, you are telling the universe that you want more of this. I listen to Abraham Hicks' morning rampage every single day. When I wake up in the morning, I turn off my alarm, and then I play a 10-minute rampage of appreciation, which tells me what a beautiful day it is and what a great day I'm going to have. It is a powerful tool that focuses on expressing gratitude. It trains you to move through your day looking for things to appreciate. I also use a rampage of appreciation based on everything is always working out for me. Abraham Hicks has a great one that I can send to you if you shoot me a message on social media. Another process I utilize daily is meditation, which we discussed in detail in Season 1, Episode 3. So if you haven't already done so, go back and listen to that. I'm not going to go deeper into that process here, but let's move on to the next one. And that last process that I want to mention today is, wouldn't it be nice if, when you want something to happen and it hasn't happened yet, your focus is on the lack of what you want. So energetically, we're not a match for what we desire. The wouldn't it be nice if process serves as a powerful tool for shifting your focus away from lack and limitation towards abundance and possibility. By rephrasing your desires, you shift your focus towards positive and uplifting possibilities. It involves deliberately contemplating and visualizing scenarios or outcomes that evoke feelings of joy, excitement, and satisfaction. When using the "wouldn't it be nice if" process, you start by identifying something you desire or aspire to manifest into your life. This could be a specific goal, experience, relationship, or any other aspect of your reality that you want to enhance or attract. Next, you frame your desire as a positive statement beginning with, "Wouldn't it be nice if?" For example, "Wouldn't it be nice if I found the perfect job that aligns with my passion?" Or, "Wouldn't it be nice if I met someone to experience a deep and meaningful connection with?" As you repeat these statements to yourself or visualize them in your mind, you allow yourself to bask in the feelings of joy, excitement, and fulfillment that accompany the imagined scenario. By doing so, you raise your vibrational frequency and align yourself more closely with the manifestation of your desires. You are also adding playfulness into the equation, infusing your desires with a sense of lightness and openness. These are just 3 of the 22 processes listed in the book. If you get the chance, go ahead and Google the other processes if you're curious and you want to learn more, or just go ahead and read the book. These processes are my favorites because they are so simple and easy to implement. You will feel the noticeable change in your energy as you do these practices daily. And with that, I would like to thank you so much for tuning in to the 6th episode of Season 2. Remember, this journey towards alignment is not about perfection, but about progress. It's okay to stumble along the way, to experience moments of doubt or resistance. What matters most is your willingness to continuously realign yourself with the frequency of love, joy, and gratitude. As you do, you'll find that the universe responds, effortlessly bringing forth the people, opportunities, and experiences that align with your truest desires. Your dominant intention is to feel good. Every day when you wake up, make it your mission to feel good. No matter what contrast or resistance you experience, stay focused on feeling good. Make the best of where you are and reach for your natural state of joy, consistently and intentionally. As you integrate these powerful processes into your daily life, you'll begin to notice profound shifts in your mindset, emotions, and overall well-being. If you're not already doing so, be sure to add me on Instagram and TikTok at Balance Baby Podcast, where I'll be posting short videos to help deepen the concepts I discuss on my podcast, helping you apply these concepts to your daily life. I'll see you next week for episode 7. Together here, we're creating a community of beautiful souls ready to uplift each other, ready to experience all the joy that this life has to offer us. And don't forget, life is all about balance, baby. Balance, baby.